Is crypto done? Is it dead for good? Is it ever going to come back? I get that question every live stream. And people ask me that because they know I've been in crypto since 2015. I've experienced every type of FUD there is when it comes to crypto and Bitcoin. And I will say this go around, well, every go around kind of scares me. So what I want to talk about today is my answer, which is really quite simple. Do I think crypto is done for good? We got Trump launching NFTs. It's making 4.4 million in the span of a few hours. Is that a sign that it's over, that it's just dead? Let's talk about it. I have on my charts the 290 moving average and the 780 moving average that replicate the 13 and 34 moving average. It's kind of hard to explain. I've explained it before. I'm not going to go into it right now. As we can see, we have went down 87%. Got a bearish cross on these two moving averages. Notice how these two moving averages cross right here. When this cross happened, the bottom was back here because the price was right here. So the bottom was already in once this happened. And then the last cycle, so we had the huge run up when most people got into crypto. And then we had another bear market, bearish cross. Price was right here. And the low was behind us. Everybody's looking for that low. Fast forward to this cycle. This is where I started to get a little concerned. We had that same cross. And if you remember, I got pretty confident here. I was even saying, I'm not going to stick my neck out and say that this time is different when it showed me 2 times before that when this cross happens, the bottom is behind us. And it stayed true for a while. But as of recently, we've broken down to a new low. This has never happened before, where Bitcoin makes a new low after this bearish cross. That is very concerning. It worries me that we could be in for a longer bear run than we ever have. Now, Ethereum, on the other hand, it's a little bit different. Ethereum is younger. It's only had one bearish cross, and it was just like Bitcoin, where the bottom was behind you once the cross had happened. And here we are for Ethereum, bearish cross, and the bottom is still behind us here. Is Ethereum going to be the driver of this market? It kind of feels like it. If you go back to my last video, I talked about Ethereum burning coins and staking and all the bullish things for Ethereum. But Bitcoin, we know it's the leader, so is it going to keep pulling us down? Now, the good news about this formation right here is this is pretty bullish. Whenever you start to chop into a wedge right here, you're just looking to break out to the upside. We're a long ways away from this resistance. So we should be due to at least run up to about 25K and test this. But it is concerning. So there's a site called 99 Bitcoins that shows you all the Bitcoin obituaries, every article that has ever said Bitcoin is dead. Now I'm using Bitcoin. I know I'm more of an ETH maxi these days, but I'm using Bitcoin because it is the grandfather crypto. So we can see that there have been over 467 articles that say Bitcoin is dead. And I bet there are a lot recently. And you'll notice that these articles only come out when Bitcoin is down, never when it's pumping. Maybe a little bit right here. Crypto died today. Crypto is never coming back. Bitcoin is on the road to irrelevance. So already off the bat, what did we just learn? That it's always dead. Now, there's another chart that I want to show you. This one's called the Bitcoin stock to flow. Now, this chart was a little bit invalidated this cycle as far as the stock to flow goes. But as far as the price at the end of the day and the days until the next halving, this chart tells me every time that we're in this green portion, it's time to accumulate crypto. When I got into crypto, it was time to get into crypto. Back here, when Bitcoin was 3,000, when everyone was saying it was dead and it felt like it was pretty much over and I had made a huge mistake, it was time to get into crypto. Here we are, about 500 days out from the halving, and I think it's time to accumulate crypto. In just over 500 days, Bitcoin will be entering this blue phase. And I'm not saying this is a guarantee. This time could be different. But from the previous cycles, When the halving happens, it's always higher than where it was in the green. And if Bitcoin's going up, there are going to be a lot of cryptos going up. So how do you choose those cryptos? I'll try to talk about that in my next video. So subscribe. So you'll see that video probably next week, how to find the best cryptos. It's going to be a good one. So basically the sentiment right now is that crypto is done. And when that starts to feel true to you, that it might not come back, I don't know, man. This seems like it might not come back. Sell everything and go into crypto. Thank me later. Find something to latch onto, something early. For me, it's moretokens.com and zen.network. Those are the two that I'm latching onto. Hex, yeah. Ethereum, yeah. But new things that are solid with founders who show their face and you can keep up with what they're doing and what they're building and what they're saying, latch on to those things. Everybody's looking for that low. Do you really think that it's going to make a difference whether you buy Bitcoin at, well, it's up now, 17K or 15K if it goes to $1 million? I'm not saying that it will, but if it does go to $1 million, are you going to care that you didn't buy it at 15K and you bought it at 17K instead? I don't think so. I don't think you're going to really care. We can looking at all these cryptos. We can see a lot of cryptos right now are down 70 to 80%. Good ones. Good cryptos are down 70 to 80 to 90%. NFTs too. Are you going to care that you didn't get to buy them 20% cheaper if they pump 100x? No, you're not going to care about that. So the bet that I'm placing is I'm going ahead and buying now. I'm starting to buy things now. I'm not going to sit here and wait for my levels because I think I'm so smart. No, I got my whole range. Ethereum, 1200 to 600. I'm buying anything in there. Bitcoin, 15K to 11K. Anything in there. I'm not sitting here looking for one price. When people start doing that, go the fuck into crypto. When people are trying to be all picky and bougie about the prices, dive fucking in. Because you're going to be chasing stuff when it starts pumping. You're going to be chasing and you're not going to take any profit because you're too busy chasing the gains. While the guys like me are just raking them in every day, not chasing anything, holding back and not chasing at all. The great thing about a bear market is things are down 90%, 80%. So that means that you can get the amount that you would have FOMO bought at the top for 90% cheaper. So if I wanted to buy a coin that was $1,000, I could buy 10 more of them at least. I could buy nearly 10 times the amount now. Or you can spend less money and get the same amount. So be on the lookout for that video. I'm going to teach you guys how to find the gems. But now is the time to start hunting. Go in my members. I've already started talking about how I'm looking for cryptos. Click the join button. That's it. Peace.